to 50% discount on all TCL products. Should I say TVs, ACs, fridges, washing machines, Nina are selling at up to 50% discount. Friday, visit any TCL showroom nationwide or order only through store.tclghana.com/Fala Friday. Now also enjoy Fala Nibiwai.
There are days when you think, whoa, today I've earned it. Days when plans run longer. What if we order a Glovo? Or days when you can't control everything. Oh yes, because on Glovo, you can order anything you want. Glovo, you order, we deliver.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful M-Punch one?
Chesenami and Kasami problems room. Intina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo hwe bibia na so mo medro a me fire no ene ma won kra mienu hofro kwa na mkwan mu a eba ti ane je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante ene ne ko end point o mama nu nura ene ne ho eden a watimi asori anante.
That's end point for you. Of Acrobato.
Hello.
Hey, ohwehwe what che. Okay. A free bra wo di end point what dance. Am me call you no. Me Johnson say my name koye and person na my emre nyina na magina sabema na me be fear for there e ho de nyina jaresa. You heard everything. I have secret. M-Punch is my secret. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
Madam High Sense in you. Ye ka High Sense ya. Mo amunim se eye home appliances a efe eye papa entry power ne buono so dafo. High Sense a wo beto abrochil. Sa quality na obeto ne Ghana. And nunti na yenya hoto so ya ma 5 years manufacture defect warranty. Say a refrigerator, chest freezer, air condition, television, sound system, water dispenser, microwave oven, blender, gas cooker, electric cooker, washing machine, smartphone, rice cooker, kettle, and iron. Yahu sense you talk. Nasa for my day. Enti abuano die. Yesisi no pa mo bia. Enti Bora High Sense showroom bia. Kone kwa jodie. High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Fitboro.com.gh, where entertainment begins.
Premium Ghana cocoa beans, selected with great patience, roasted in time, grinded into a fine, rich cocoa powder, tempered with a perfect amount of milk for a rich and creamy taste, filled with abundant goodness of the satisfying taste of cocoa, enriched with a burst of B vitamins, iron, and zinc. Niche chocolate drink, taste of Ghana. This advert is FDA approved.
Have you packed everything into the car and ready for the picnic?
Yes, ma'am.
Then it's time for Dole!
Dole yogurt, Dole yogurt. Everybody, grab Dole. It's delicious, creamy, and refreshing too. Mommies love it, and dads enjoy it, and the children, they love it. With a cup is Dole yogurt, with a cup is Dole, with a cup is Dole yogurt, with a cup is Dole.
This advert is FDA approved.
I'm going to interview Zuzum right here in my house. Hey!
Look up there. Why are you using inferior pen?
It was a mistake. I no check.
Acrobat 2. I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistakes. Stop.
You did the right thing.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
Comfort, durability, finishing, quality. Choosing sofas and beds for your home, office or hotel couldn't be easier with an exclusive range of sofas and beds in various designs and colors from Latex Foam. There is so much choice whatever your budget. Latex Foam, your partner for life.
Abusiafo, sorry for the interruption, but due to the acidic content of the atmospheric weather condition in the economy, I have decided metal afemuntin carbohydrate namunshanenso for wache metal 1 Ghana cedi for jollof rice 1 cedi 20 pesos for gobe 80 pesos for kenke tamai and the other cow 1 cedi 50 pesos.
You know what? Just get me water.
For sachet water 30 pesos. For bottled water 50 pesos. Oh, Moka has a Vodafone cash. I'm the mama free. I'm free. Metal.
Transfer charges. Bida. Switch to Vodafone Cash today and enjoy zero charges whenever you send money to all networks. Yes, sending money is free on Vodafone Cash. Only e-levy applies. Dial *110# to send money today. Vodafone.
We all know that serious business starts from Mondays to Fridays, while the weekend is for the boys and the girls. I enjoy all these with my new Infinix Hot 12 Play. Trust me, fam, this phone is amazing. It has a 6.82-inch rapid refresh display and a 6,000 mAh battery, and you can extend the RAM up to 7 gigabytes. The Hot 12 Play's chip comes from the new octa-core platform with powerful performance up to 2.3 GHz high-frequency gaming processor, and it enables you to have faster gaming speed and telecom connection. The ultra-high refresh rate of the 90 Hz screen with its dual speakers gives you a faster response and silky smooth browsing experience when playing games and watching videos. The new Infinix Hot 12 Play, trust me fam, is amazing. I make long-lasting business calls, surf the internet for research proposals, play games and watch movies with family and friends without the battery running down. Trust me fam, this phone is indeed fast and fun. Phone can we now again.
Trouble getting all your shopping needs at a go?
Download the Max Buy app on Play Store or App Store, register and start shopping.
Browse through products from phones, televisions, appliances, groceries, baby needs, home, kitchen products, and many more.
Enjoy up to 60% discount promo on some selected items, weekly flash sales, and insane price reduction.
You can choose to pay with cash on delivery or pay via mobile money, Visa or Master.
Right, welcome back from the break. We are building up to the match between Nicaragua and the Black Stars of Ghana. The team sheet is out. We'll try and then do a bit of discussion about it. But then you see these two players on there. I'm sure they will be doing battle in a pretty short while. But do remember that Techno is inviting all football-loving fans to Circle, where you can be able to get glimpses of the match live on Max TV. And so Circle, Techno is inviting you there also. We do have Abrewanana in Dakuman. It's a sports bar, Abrewanana Sports Bar in Dakuman, Alafia. We are also there. And so if you are anywhere around Dakuman, you can join them there. We do also have a quick and fine forecourt opposite UPSA and Medina. We are also live there, and so you can join the feed there and then enjoy exclusive footage of the coverage of the match from Max TV. And I'm sure you'll be able to get the best of feed there. And later we'll be joined by, on Zoom, the head of sport for IMAX Media, Jan Pofuankra. He will be joining us pretty shortly and bring us all the details of what is happening before that game between Nicaragua and Ghana. Well, I do have Lai here, and then, of course, Coach Sefa. We're going to take their thoughts. But earlier today, these are the Black Star players taking a stroll in the streets of Spain after having their breakfast. So here are the players in there having a bit of sunshine, and they are in positive spirits. But what do you think Otoado could be saying there?
I think at this moment they are trying to shake up by taking a walk. Match day, early morning after your breakfast, it's always good for players to walk around and then do a little bit of shake up by walking and then trying to interact with each other and then have a feel of the weather as well. So the only thing that will be like trying to just crack jokes, pull each other's legs, and then just have fun on their walk.
Right, and so those are some of the key players. Mohamed Kudus, and that's Jan Pofuankra giving us a bit of updates. Let's listen to him.
The walk before they go back and unwind. And it's a match that a lot of people are expecting to see what Coach Otoado will do. And people come here and taking a few minutes stroll, and all is well in camp. We'll certainly bring you more updates on the Black Stars Diary. Keep with us.
That's Jan Pofuankra giving us the updates, and all of the players looking fine and fit there. But I heard Tariq Lamptey is had a bit of knock before the game, so he won't be available for. Will not be. Okay, and so all of these players are in fine spirit ahead of the match, but the match lineup is out. And Coach, your initial thoughts on the match this evening?
Well, I think that Otoado wants to give the other players the opportunity to see what they have. So the starting lineup of the game against Brazil, only 3 players are in this current squad for this Nicaraguan game. And that is Daniel Amatis, and of course we talk of Kudus, and then Baba Idris. These are the 3 players that started the Brazilian game. The rest of them that started are all on the bench. So it tells you that he wants to give the other players the opportunity, whether they will be able to fit into his 70% squad list that he was talking about. And for me, I think that in a way it is good for some of the players, but I felt that he could have started with his possible first 11 and then probably do some changes in the second half. That is how I feel, because before we play Switzerland in November, by then the squad list has already been sent to FIFA. So there's no way you can make a change in that. So probably you are going to see the players in this game, and then probably in a few weeks ahead of us in their various clubs, whether they perform or not. So for me, I think that he should have gone with his full squad. Start with the full squad and then probably do the changes probably in the second half, as probably the Brazilians did against Ghana. But for me, I think that he's the coach. He's closer to the team, and probably he thinks that this is the way to go. I have no option than to support him.
All right, but like you found yourself in similar situations before, especially you've been a player and now you were a coach who's coached to a certain level. At this point, you've lost 3-0 against Brazil. You're coming into this game. What do you think will be going into the mind of the coaches and the players?
Yeah, for me, I think it will be good to try players, but the way and manner we lost against Brazil, I know most people in Ghana are not happy. So I agree with coach. I will still try to put up my strength, my full squad against Nicaragua, because I think Nicaragua, the strength that Brazilians have, I don't think they have the same strength. So I will just pull out and then bring like most of my key players, and then to face Nicaragua, so that I will see the dynamics and everything in my squad. With time, as the game goes on, it depends on the situation of the game. Then I can introduce this way. It's good to give players a chance to prove themselves, but at this stage, we are too close to the main tournament. So at this moment, in my place, I will make sure I parade my full squad for the other two games.
Well, talking about parading full squad, this Coach Otuado has made quite a couple of changes in a starting lineup that started against Brazil, and it looks to have changed the goalkeeper down there. Richard Ofori has come in into the frame of the goalpost, and Kosefa, maybe people had expected that Ofori will get the opportunity, and he has gotten his opportunity.
I don't have a problem with Ofori. He was our number one until he got injured. He recovered and he came into the post when we played South Africa in Joburg. And after that game, he has not been imposed. It has always been Wallacott. So the question is Wallacott now our number one goalkeeper? If he is our number one goalkeeper, no problem. Probably he wants to try Ofori and see whether he's back to himself. Because we gave Manaf opportunity when the team went to Japan for the Caribbean Cup. And I think that his performance against Chile was an excellent one. So I had preferred Nuruddin imposed than Ofori. But at the end of the day, as I said earlier on, Olile, your brother, and of course Richard Kingston, they are on the ground and they know why they chose Richard Ofori. But personally, I would have preferred Nuruddin to be imposed instead of Richard Ofori.
Yeah, but for me, if we really wanted to play the game from the back, like we all trying to encourage the team to play good football from the back, I don't see Ofori as a goalkeeper that can play link up with the centre backs that much. You know, for me, I believe it will be very good for us to still see Wallacott from in goal. Like I said earlier on, it's too close to the tournament. Play your best players. If you know Wallacott is the one who is going to start for you in the tournament, play him. Let him start the game so that you have confidence. He lost he considered 3 goals against Brazil. He's going into the next game. Still play him. Let him stay there and have his confidence.
But there are people who have criticized some of his positioning in goal posts, and especially the goal he considered against Brazil. Sometimes he's commanding the area, and how Richarlison got past him in the second goal and
I don't see all the goals that he considered. I don't see him being at fault, because when you look at the first goal, for instance, it's a set play from corner kick. Corner kick. If you look at it, the Black Stars, they were defending the 6. They were defending in zone. So they've blocked the 6-yard box. They've made it box for him. So that area, only when the ball passes the line that they've created, that's when it's a problem. But for me, I believe we did not defend that set pieces very well. We need solid blockers. Before the player gets close to the 6-yard box, we need blockers that have to go and then block the player that is making rounds to attack the ball. But in this situation, we did not do that. With him, I know they've rehearsed in training, So he is protecting that area. I mean, the area behind the players that is making the blocking, the line. You see, he tried to come out. That is his zone. But we need players that can block the player that made the run, Marquinhos, that made the run to. We don't have proper blockers. He's alone. He ran in and then he got that goal.
Maybe it could be a reason why we've brought in Mohamed Salisu of Southampton, where he is pairing Daniel Amate in the middle of the defense. And so 4 and 5, we do have Daniel Amate and Mohamed Salisu. We also do have Seydou Alidou playing in the right back, and then Gideon Mensah also in there. And then Baba Idris is playing as a pivot. Daniel Kofi is also in there. And then we do have Mohamed Kudus as usual. Fatal Ishaku has come into the lineup, starting lineup in that, as you see. And then we do have Bukari, who has replaced Kamaldeen Sulemana. And then we do have the top striker in there who is playing alone. His name is Inaki Williams. Coach.
Well, I think what we have on the screen is a 4-4-2, but I think that they can still vary it to a 4-2-3-1. Where Kudus being in between Ishaku Fatawu and then Bukari, so that Inaki Williams will be as a target man. But it's 4-4-2, meaning that Kudus have to join Inaki Williams. So when we have possession, the wide players are going to open up. You talk of Ishaku Fatawu, and of course Bukari are going to open up, so that Kofi and then Idrisu, one stays and one supports Kudus. But if we lose possession, I think Ishaku Fatawu has to come in, and of course Bukari also have to come in, and then Kudus have to drop to cover that space in front of the two pivot players, that is Tre and then Baba Idrisu. So for me, I'm sure he's varying his system, the 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1.
Right, but then, like, usually if we are analyzing formations, we analyze it on off the ball and on the ball situations. And so in this situation, how do the Black Stars shape up off the ball and then on the ball?
Off the ball, I think they will go 4-2-3-1. But then also, we need to have a pressing trigger. If you are going 4-2-3-1 off the ball, you need a pressing trigger. Pressing trigger is two ways. Either you are pressing with wingers or pressing the 9. So and also you have to have the first player. If you're pressing with 9, then the number 9 have to start the pressing. The moment you see the 9 trying to start the pressing, that's when everybody else try to go and then close down spaces. If you're going with winger pressing, you have to drop the 9 a little bit inside and then use the wingers. Pressing with wingers, I think, is more effective, because if the ball gets to the goalkeeper, one center back, the wide player, let's say the 7 left wide player, make pressure, and definitely if the pressure is coming, the opponent will try to take touch and then turn to the opposite direction. If he doesn't scan before taking touch to that side, then the wide right player is right on top of him. So together, the wide left and wide right always have to press together, while the number 9 drop a little bit, which Kudus did it very well with Ayas. Drop a little bit and then close in the space between that, closing in the lines. So for me, off the ball, I think it would be nice to see Chire and Idrisu sitting right in front of the back four. Kudus and Isaku and then Bukari, they push up alongside Kudus and then leave Williams up there. Off the ball, I will always prefer Idrisu to stay in the pocket space in front of the back line, build up line. The center backs, 2 full backs pushing up a little bit to join Idrisu in the same line. So you form, apart from the goalkeeper, you form 2 and 3 in front. 3 is the 6 holding midfielder, and the full backs going up and staying in the front pocket. Pocket space in front of the, let's say, opponent full center back, opponent back line. That's when you need to leave Idrisu and then push up and stay in line with Kudus in that space. If you watch the game, that's what the Brazilians, Neymar and Paqueta, that's what they used to punish us. They were staying in the front, the pocket space throughout. If you look at the goal, the Richarlison scored, Neymar was staying in the front, in the pocket space.
Right.
That's when they find him, and then they go. So I will push Tre up close to Kudus, and then put Fatao and Bukari and then Williams a little bit high. This is the situation. You see where Neymar is? That's the pocket space. That's the pocket space I'm talking about. Tre and Kudus should go up and they stay in the pocket space to receive the ball from them.
Right, and so that's how the Brazilians found a couple of spaces behind our pivots and were able to find spaces to get the second goal in the 27th minute of the game. But do remember that we are live at Circle, where Techno is inviting all of us to witness the match between the Black Stars of Ghana and Nicaragua. And we are live at Circle. We are also live at the Abrewanana Sports Bar in Dakuman, Alafia. We are also live at the Quick and Fine Forecourt opposite UPSC in Medina. And so you can catch glimpses of the match between the Black Stars and Nicaragua on Max TV in these spots. Also, we did a predict and win. The winner has been done. We have the winner for the predict and win on Max TV GH. I'll be announcing it pretty shortly. And so we have the winner for that one. But then, still on the game, Nicaragua, coach, lost their last game against Suriname by 2-1. And I don't know if you've heard of Suriname. I mean, I don't know the last time you heard of Suriname, but they lost 2-1 to them. They lost 5-1 to Argentina. And now they're coming up against the Black Stars.
At least they were able to get a goal past Argentina when they considered 5 goals. So that should tell you that they can also score goals. But before I go into that, Lai was talking about pressing. If you remember the Brazilian game, I spoke about the reason why the coach started Jordan and Kamaldeen and then Afenajan, because of their work rate. And the two center-backs of the Brazilians are players that have got experience, and age-wise, it's not on their side. So the young players could have pressed for Ghana to take advantage, which we didn't. Anytime the Brazilians get ball, they push us for all our players comes behind the ball. But in this case, we are having Inaki Williams, that anybody that watches him in the Spanish La Liga, he does a lot of pressing. And of course, Ishaku Fatah, anytime that he has played for the Black Star, 1v1, he doesn't leave space for the defender, as he normally cuts in because he's got power and pace. And of course, Osman Bukari is one player who commits players with the ball. So for me, I foresee them pressing from that angle, that wide area. Of course, Kudus, as we know, has sometimes played as a false nine his days in Denmark, and also Ayas at the moment. But for the coach, two pivot players that we have, they are not going to leave that pocket of spaces for Nicaraguans to be able to use that place, as the Brazilians did against us.
But coach, one of my worries about especially Otuado has been his form in the last 8 matches. He's not won any of these matches in regulation time. The last time he won was against Chile, which was penalties. So it's quite worrying that the Black Stars cannot get a win against any opposition, whether Madagascar. I think we won 3-0 against Madagascar, but apart from that, we've either drawn or lost all our matches.
I wasn't surprised when the post-match against the Brazilians, he said he made a mistake. And I was thinking that probably he made a mistake by calling some players, or probably he made a mistake by starting that squad, or maybe he made a mistake in terms of his tactics, and probably that caught us hands down. 8 matches, and he has won how many? 2. And for me, I believe that he should know his team by now. He should know what kind of system that will favor Ghana by now. Because I believe that he was with Milo before the team left for Cameroon, which he couldn't come. So at least he has known some of the players that made the squad to Cameroon, and some of them are in the squad now. So the individual attributes of the players, he knows them. He has monitored the players, and I'm sure he's a scout. He has also been scouting the players, so he knows what he's about. But for him to be changing his squad, this is a tournament that you need to be ready by the end of probably October. You should know your squad. You should know that this is my team that I'm presenting. But as it stands now, you and I, and I'm sure he himself even doesn't know the squad that he's presenting. but he has spoken about 70% of the squad that is having now today will make the squad. So what about the 30%?
Right.
And that 30%, are they going to be part of the team that is going to play Switzerland? So for me, I think that Otoado needs to push wall. Of course, his assistants should be able to help him. Because at the end of the day, all of us knows these players very well. We've been watching them day in and day out. We've been watching Amati, we've been watching Juku, we've been watching Salisu, Gideon Mensah. Anytime he comes with the blaster, his team that is really playing, we've been watching all these players. Alidu Seydou gave a good account of himself when the team played in Japan. We all saw what the young man. But if you are preparing a team, and as it stands now, the team that he has presented today, how many of them are going to be starters? How many of them are going to be in his first 11? So for me, I think that it depends on what Otoado wants to say. Or probably he's trying to shield behind what happened when Ghanaians were calling for the list before we played the Nigerians in Kumasi. The list was released later before we played Nigeria. Probably he has it within his chest that this is my squad, this is my first team. But I think that we need to see the first team because all the teams that are prepared are using their first teams. I mentioned the Portuguese. If you know the Portuguese, if you have seen the Portuguese squad, the game that they play today, they are playing Spain.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you watch that game, you see the first 11, at least 9 or 10 of them will be a starter. Spain, the same. So for me, I think that we need to, and Otoado needs to do that because playing Nicaragua, they are not a strong side that will give us a lot of a big opposition or obstacles. That is why I want to see how he positioned the players on the field of play, not about the scoreline. Of course, because we played against a tougher opposition in a team like Brazil. They made so many changes in the second half. Still, we struggle to contain them or probably have a target at goal. Apart from the header from Andre Ayew, we found it very difficult in even breaking their back line. So if you have gotten an opportunity to play a team like or a country like Nicaragua, you fix your team and then make sure that you are going into this game with probably a 4-3-3 or the 3-5-2 or the 3-4-3, and then you get to know that, look, I'm playing Salisu alongside Amati. Probably Juku is injured. So if Juku is injured, there's another player
coming. I'll come to you soon. It's the build-up to the game between Nicaragua and Ghana. It's coming off in Spain. And as we said, we'll be bringing you some of the coverage from the fan parks. And we have one at Circle where we have one at Circle. We also do have one at Abrewanana Sports Bar, and that's at Dakuman Alafia. And also we do have one also at Quick and Fine Forecourt opposite UPSA in Medina. I'm sure all of you are gathering there to watch that match between Ghana and Nicaragua. Medina is ready. Mutala is ready. Mutala, can you give us a bit of update? What's happening in Japan?
This time we are at UPSA, and we are hoping that the Black Stars of Ghana would actually make us smile.
Medina is ready. Mutala is ready. Mutala, can you give us a bit
Of course. Caesar, I can hear you. Caesar, I can hear you. We are at Medina, and today we are hoping that things would go well for the Black Stars of Ghana. But you know, this is being powered by Infinix. That is why I have Abna with me, and Abna will tell us more about what Infinix hopes to give Ghanaians that will troop here at Medina to come and watch the Black Stars of Ghana and Nicaragua. Abna, last time, no, you share a yellow pass. Ghana 4 by Ombeshe, and Ombeba. What are they looking forward to? And Infinix by Yamon one day.
Okay, so the last time at La Paz was a success, and I believe that today is going to be a success. I'm just inviting everyone that lives far and near UPSA. Today we converged at Quick and Fine. It's opposite to UPSA. I want everyone to come here, to come and watch the match with us. And you know, Infinix and our benevolence, we have a lot of goodies for you guys. So yes, we are going to ask questions. If you get the questions right, questions about Infinix and then also about the match. So you watch it with keenly. So if we ask you questions and you pass or you get it correctly, then we are going to give you goodies from Infinix. It's going to be amazing goodies. You know Infinix, we have better stuff for you. And also, like, you have to also watch our social media, Infinix Ghana. Follow us on social media on Infinix Ghana because you're doing a predict and win. If you win, you're going to get yourself a hot play Infinix phone. And trust me, it's a phone you should have because it has a big screen and a 6,000 mAh battery, which you can play game and multitask for a very long time. So everyone should converge here at Quick and Fine opposite UPSA. We have a lot of goodies for you guys. Please come and join us here so that we enjoy, because football is just about fun. It's about fun and togetherness. So everyone should please converge here. We have a lot of goodies, beautiful goodies, amazing goodies for you guys. And remember to follow us on our social media platform, Facebook and Instagram at Infinix Ghana, because that's where we're going to ask you questions. You predict. If you predict this match and win perfect, we are going to give you a Hot 12 Play phone. And you know the Hot 12 Play phone is no joke, because it has a powerful battery, like I said, and then you can multitask on it because it has a big screen. So if you want to win yourself a Hot 12 Play, head online to our social media platforms. And if you want to win goodies from Infinix, then please come to Quick and Fine opposite UPSA. If you're at Presec, if you live at Legon, everywhere you are, far and near, please come and join us so that we have fun at Quick and Fine opposite UPSA.
Now, you know Ghanaians love their football. The question that many are asking me is that, are we going to see a lot more of this collaboration between Infinix and Max TV? You know, Max TV is the biggest sports station in Ghana here.
You know, like I said, you know, when we talk about football, it's about fun and togetherness, and we didn't want to be left out, you know. Infinix didn't want to be left out. That's why, like, we partnered with Max TV for this, and we are hoping that more of this is going to come so that we bring people far and near.
That's the Infinix PR Rapana. They're giving us a bit of info about what we get from this game. But we move straight to Circle at Mamedokono to get a lot of updates also from there. All right, and so that's what is happening in Circle, and the fans are gathering, of course, in their numbers ahead of the start of the game. Big things happening there, but do remember that we are live at the Abrewanana Sport Bar in Dakuman, Alafia. We are also live in Circle at Mamedokono, and Techno is doing well to invite us, all of us, to join the feed for the match between the Black Stars and Nicaragua. But like this, Otuado seems to have not gotten his formation right, because against Brazil he played a certain system in the first half, and in the second half he changed to a 3-back system, and he has reverted to the 4-back system against Nicaragua. Is it the case that Otuado is still figuring out his best formation for this Black Stars team?
For me, I don't think it's a prisoner to any plan he put up. You know, in coaching, they will tell you are not a prisoner to your plan. You can have a strategy to a game. If it doesn't go well, you have every chance to change it. If you change and it works, fine. Because you go in for a game with a game plan. If it doesn't work, you need to have a plan B, which for me in the game against Brazil, Otuado did well on that in terms of changing the formation because you're playing against a Brazilian team that when they attack with 6 or 7 players, with 3 players giving you the solid attacking balance, or 3 or 4 players giving you a solid attacking balance. For me, I believe that he knows that I'm sure if now we have Salisu, we have Amate. The only player that made him go for back 4 is Jeku. If Jeku is fit, I'm sure he will try to play that 3-back because it worked perfectly for him in the
But we do have Joseph
half.
Edu in there, so maybe he could have augmented with Joseph Edu.
Yeah, but when you look at these 3 players, Salisu, Jeku, and Amate, they are solid. We all saw the way they handle the Brazilians. I think it's always good for coaches to have at least 2 formations, not to change formations too much, 2 formations so that your players will get used to what you are bringing on board.
Yeah.
Even if it's not working, you can use the second one. Even if it's not working, you change the dimension of movement on the pitch. Because when you are on the ball, you need to have a lot of movement, opposite movements, flick balls, breaking lines with your passes. That's the coaching points you need to pass on to your players. But changing too many formations, like today you are 3-5-2, 3-5-2. Tomorrow you are 3-4-3, 4-3-3. Sometimes it confuses the players. Have two formations that you know that this game I'm starting with 3 back. If it doesn't work, we move into back 4. If it's working well and we want to change something, because it depends on the opponent we are facing, then you can bring in the other one. But the most important thing is when you're on the ball, your coaching point and principles governing breakthrough and everything should come to play. When you get to the final third, try to have a lot of runs in behind, which Iñaki Williams did when he came on.
Yeah.
You can see he made a lot of deep runs, which is perfect when you are finding breakthrough against your opponent. Make deep runs. 2 players making run to push back the opponent's back line, and then 1 or 2 dropping to stay in front of them and then take the ball from them, turn around, and then deep runs, chip balls in behind, opposite movement, half space runs. For me, I think it's something solid.
Coach Sefa, it's a game that maybe there could be a lot of pressure on Otuado, but I mean, how does he approach this? To still study his team, try and then pick his first 11, or maybe try and win the game outright, beat the Nicaraguans like what Argentina did some time past.
Beating them 5-10, and you don't have a team. You don't have a team, and I don't see why there should be pressure on Otuado in this game. I don't see why there should be pressure. I mean, these Nicaraguans are coming into this game with a 4-3-3, and I'm sure that the Black Stars will have the video of the opponent's last game, and for me, they should be able to know what they are bringing, and that is the reason why probably it has informed Otuado to pick these players for this particular game. I'm sure that he's looking at some positions and rules of the game whereby some of these players will be able to fit in. Because remember, he has said that 70% of the squad will make his list to Qatar. So if the 70% of the players will make the list to Qatar, means that he knows at least about half of the squad, or probably 8 out of the starting lineup. He should be able to know them. But I believe that with this squad that I had before me, I'm sure he wants to give some of the players like Osman Bukari the opportunity, and Ishaku Fatawu, how they can link up when they don't have the ball, and how they will play when they have the ball. And of course, Ali Duseidu, when they went to Japan, he played so well. And for me, probably the game that Odwe gave us against the Brazilians, although the Brazilians were having a tough customer in the person of Vinicius Jr., this is something that probably Ali Duseidu will be able to build up upon. So for me, I still stand by what I said. I felt that he should have started with a squad that he thinks that will be his starting lineup. But if he has picked this lineup, I have to support him and see what game plan that they'll put up. Because in the game against the Brazilians, in the second half, you realize that Kudus was now moving into the pocket of spaces, and that was why he was having problems with Neymar. Because in the first half, Neymar was moving into the pocket of spaces and no one was worrying him. But in the second half, he read the game and realized that if Kudus is able to put pressure, and remember I told you that you need to be tough and hard on Neymar, and if you do that, he'll be frustrated and he'll be calling for referee to be, and that was what worried Neymar. So for me, I think that Otuado has studied his team, he has studied the players, and of course, Iñaki Williams gave us some few glimpses of what he's been giving the Spanish fans in the time that he came on board. Salisu made us believe that the kind of strength that he has, the kind of command that he had, he made 1 or 2 mistakes, but he quickly recovered, and then, of course, he came back to himself. So I believe that Gideon Mensah, for instance, has played at the top level, and this is the time that he has to prove that, look, I'm the best and I need to play. So for me, I'm cool with it. But I think that this shouldn't be a team that, or a country that Ghana coach should be under pressure. Not at all.
All right, and so we are playing Honduras in a couple of minutes, but we are actually playing Nicaragua in a couple of minutes. But their team is coached by Marco Antonio Figueroa Montero, who was born in 1962. Really an unknown quantity, but have done well to qualify for the Gold Cup. They are ranked 139th on the FIFA ranking and will be coming up against the Black Stars. But like the fact that this Nicaragua team is unknown, they are an unknown quantity, they come into the game without any pressure on them. could be a boost for them against the Black Stars?
I think there are countries that you don't have to underrate in the game of football now. Modern football a lot. It could be that against Argentina, they conceded 5 goals. Against Ghana will be a different game altogether. From where I'm sitting, I will make sure my team goes into the game and finish the business before we start to even say anything. So we don't have to underrate the Nicaraguans. We have to go in there and then make sure we start the game well, front foot. We manage them with every opportunity we get. Nicaraguans, I know they know Ghana Black Stars. They've been in World Cup several times. They know our strength as well. They know they are coming to meet one of the best countries when you talk about football in the world. So they are also ready. I don't know their coach that much. I've not really have time to watch them play, but I believe at the moment football, the dynamics in football has changed a lot. The coach I've watched the Black Stars some games of the Black Stars, and I know he have a game plan against us. He's not coming here to come and disgrace himself. I'm sure he will have a game plan that will beat the Black Stars. So I don't think we should underrate them. We should make sure we start the game well, because I know they are going to start the game well and make sure they get something out of the game.
But then, Coach, talking about starting the game well, I mean, you've also been on the touchline a couple of times. And how do you psych the boys that go in and start the game well? What do they do on the pitch? How do they ensure that they are not underrating? Because I'm sure Lai has gone into game. They will tell us they are not underrating these opponents, but they go in and then you realize that there's a different ball game altogether.
Well, you see, these players are professionals, and this kind of games, they know what to do, and I'm sure what kind of pep talk Otoado has given them, they themselves will also improvise when they are on the field of play. They would love to win this game, probably to put it that, look, we lost to Brazil. We've also been beating Nicaragua, a country that one may say that they are not up there. But for me, as I said earlier on, I want to see how our players are going to form the partnership on the field of play. How are we going to utilize our chances? Are we going to create chances? Are we going to see the partnership with Osman Bukari probably supporting Inaki Williams, whereby Kudus also drops very well to take that pocket of spaces? These are key areas that I want to see. The players out there, Kofi Chire, for instance, we saw him in the last AFCON that we went. The kind of play that he gave us. I'm happy for Baba Idrisu that he's staying, because we cannot rely on Thomas Tepate. I said it on radio this morning that, look, Ghanaians need to pray for him, because he has not played 5 or 6 games without going out because of injury. And this is a mundial whereby he's one of the best that we have. And we will need him. So probably we need another player who will be able to fit into that role. Yes, I know Wakaso has started playing in the Belgian league, but for now, this is what we have. Probably Idrisu is part of the 70% the coach is talking about. He couldn't glitter in the game against the Brazilians because he never had somebody who would be passing around him for him to do the job. Yeah. So it was 4-1-4-1 against the Brazilians because he was sitting in front of the back four. And then Kudus, and you talk of Andre Ayew, you talk of Kamaldeen, and then Jordan Ayew. That's 4. And then, of course, Felix Afenejan. It was a 4-1-4-1. So anytime Thiago Silva surged forward, Felix Afenejan tried to put pressure. He lifts him back, and you see all the players behind the ball. And none of them is supporting Idrisu in that kind of pocket of spaces, and that is where Neymar capitalized to punish us. So for me, I believe that this is the time we are going to see how Otoado is going to cover those spaces. I'm sure they've watched the clip again at the hotel. I'm sure they've watched it again, and the video analysts have done a good job on that. So I'm happy they'll be able to do in terms of communicating, in terms of movement, which player is supporting each other. When we lose possession, what do we do? When we gain possession, what do we do? Who is going to be our influential player in this team? And of course, I'm sure it's going to be Kudus. And we have the most dangerous player in midfield. Which player is going to be our key, our target man? Of course, it's going to be Inaki Williams. How are we going to take our set pieces? How are we going to defend our corner kicks? Because we considered against Brazil on 2 set pieces. Whether they've worked on it, we are yet to see. So for me, I'm okay with this. I would love to see how they start the game, and then going forward, you know what to talk about.
All right, and so we are getting quite close to the match between the Black Stars and Nicaragua, and Techno is inviting all football lovers to watch the match with us at Max TV. You can join us at Circle, and you can also join us at Abrewanana, Dakuman, Alafia. You can also join us at Quick and Fine Forecourt opposite UPSA Medina. And do remember that the program is proudly brought to you by Techno Mobile, Infinix, itel, Dole, Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic, Glovo, Vodafone, Latest Foam, TCL, Lucky Win, Max Buy, Hisense, Adonko, and then we do have Betboro, Azar Paint, and Niche Cocoa. These companies are helping us to bring you the match between the Black Stars of Ghana and Nicaragua. Should be kicking off in a couple of minutes. But like it's quite close to the game. And for you, your expectations from the Black Stars and from the game?
My expectations will be we dominating the play today. Against Brazilians, we give them too much respect. Today, we're playing against Nicaragua. I believe it should give us some confidence going into this game. We should make sure we keep the ball in the final third. Make sure we keep the ball in offensive phase 4, 3. The least we can come is offensive phase 2. We should make sure we keep them in their half and try to punish them. Occupy the wide spaces, half spaces, and the center spaces to make sure we keep them in their half. That's the type of game I want to see.
All right. We'll come back and do more of that as we wait for the feedback. We are going for a quick commercial break. Once we come back, there's more of the discussions on the match between Ghana and Nicaragua.
Max TV, sports, entertainment, and more.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. As an international journalist and actor, my health is my priority. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar in terms of my health. Let's hear what others are saying about Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. Sister, please, let him talk to you. Who will be careful Endpoint one?
Chesena me ankasa me period no say problem suwum ntina ma wo ho idea ma me papa chesena nya asem ketewa na me coin point no mo hwe me modem no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro me fae no ene ma won kra me enu foforo kwa na mkwan mu a eba ti ene je dia ba fie pa.
You heard everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante ene ne ko Endpoint omama no nura ene ne ho eden a watimi asori anante.
That's Endpoint for you. Of Acrobato. Hello. Hey, ohwehwe what chair. Okay. A free bra would the Endpoint what dance. I'm a choir no. Me Joseph Sama na nkoye and person na my emre nyina and na magina sabema. Na me be fear for there. The one dey nyina jaresa. You heard everything. I have secret. Endpoint is my secret. Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
Premium Ghana cocoa beans, selected with great patience, roasted in time, grinded into a fine, rich cocoa powder, tempered with a perfect amount of milk for a rich and creamy taste, filled with abundant goodness of the satisfying taste of cocoa, enriched with a burst of B vitamins, iron, and zinc. Niche chocolate drink, taste of Ghana. This advert is FDA approved.
I'm going to interview Zuzum right here in my house. Hey!
Look up there. Why are you using inferior?
Because mistake. I know check.
I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistake. Stop!
You did the right thing.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint will champion.
I will shout for that. Sorry for that. But due to the acidic content of the atmospheric weather condition in the economy, I have decided whether should be metal afemuntin kabo editu na mo nhyɛ no so for wache metal 1 Ghana cedi for jollof rice 1 cedi 20 pesos for kobe 80 pesos for kenke chama and what the cow 1 cedi 50 pesos.
You know what, just give me water.
For sachet water 30 pesos. For bottled water 50 pesos. Oh, you ask me Vodafone cash and the one free. And from free metal.
Transfer charges and that. Switch to Vodafone Cash today. Enjoy zero charges whenever you send money to all networks. Yes, sending money is free on Vodafone Cash. Only e-levy applies. Dial *110# to send money today. Vodafone.
Madam High Sense in you. You can't high sense ya. Moi wouldn't say a home appliances. Effect. A power. Live one so daffo. High sense, I'll bet to our Sa quality nana beton plan. And Newton a yenya to soya mau. 5 years manufactured defect warranty. Say a refrigerator, chest freezer, air condition, television, sound system, water dispenser, microwave oven, blender, gas cooker, electric cooker, washing machine, smartphone, rice cooker, kettle, and iron. Your and soup. Let's a for my head. Into the water, dear. Yes, yes, Into Bora High Sense. Konako Judy. High Sense. Everyday prices for everyday people.
Hi Ella, play music.
We are going straight to the second where is on standby to bring us what's happening there.
Talk about TLC, Lucky Win, Max Style, High Sense, I don't go back Borough, Azar Paint, and Niche Shoko. Now, let's talk to Ghana, and the Ghanaians are here. They want to share their views before the game. What's your process?
A friend of Godfrey.
Black Stars, team, you know, I said, Ghana for Abuto Kaka. What's Abuto?
Abuto. I need them Abuto. Let them know what you say. A pioneer in Ghana be winning.
I didn't see Ghana upon whom are they going to the World Cup against Nicaragua. Almost a team more than Ghana. Who?
A team more than the band. They make GD pass Ghana.
Fantastic. Patrol, if I say, good Black Stars game. I'm Ghana for the Mongo. So OGD is a goal to the Ghana for here. At the end, the sea or Brazil gave them out as a coach of Jaguars son against Nicaragua.
I can go and first they enter bench. for different regime, and I did the senior. I'm not taking the house. First of all, when you see, second from room, all right, still sampling the views of Ghanaians here at Circle. We want to hear how they feel and what they expect in this game. My name is Ada. Okay, it's a big day for the Black Star. We lost against Brazil, against Nicaragua. What do you want to see from Otuado and Ghana? We expect win today. I expect win today. Win? Yeah. What exactly do you want the coach to do for that win? And how many goals do you expect the Black Stars to score? I expect 2 goals. And I hope that they should do changes quickly. Changes? And the selection we should make sure that the last one was solid. So today we expect good selection for him and the boys. All right, so we're still here live on Max TV and still sampling the views of Ghanaians who are here. They want to see victory at all costs. Well, go for a shot. TV, Black Stars, and they gave an eye against the Nicaragua. They did any Jordan, Nim, and all one. How many goals? 2-1. 2-1. Wow. Ghana they said 2. Okay, so you can feel the expectation is very, very low from the team supporters here or the fans here. They are not really expecting that much from the Black Stars, but we'll keep on talking to some of them to get their views as well. But first, Sana, Black Stars Echo World Cup. What did you say? A board game where we are Kabakope. A day now we should name us a game. So who Black Stars board? Do win a better say World Cup from the Pana say uncle. If we say you lose 1 game, and I 1 game where I do where I was say a year ago. When you say when set up a year. Ghana for Benya Yushu, oh, please, you said about one next match on this hour. I'm going to changes. Yes, some Kakra, young players being removed. Now, the day I need me a Jordan and start. But Yaki Williams start, you would say Yaki, but my Shokoso. I did the Opam, we did a pass or wait my Shoko. Because they don't need a Jordan and move at the same time. I have no problem of Jordan. And to send them coaching the match now, Bencha. A young shot started over so Uzuma team. Now, you did it. Fantastic. So we are still, as a lady here, I want to talk to, still sampling the views of Ghana for, and so we are Ghana. We are Ghana. Now, again, Ghana, we should be more free. Ghana and Nicaragua. Then I also Black Stars or more. And then we say Black Star, or much we say 3 nil. 3. We will GD pass a Black Star, we say 3. But media me pack out, we say. They die you, any in the SC drop home. Last second half, you don't wear it. I don't know against Brazil, Algeria, so to against Nicaragua. They die you in India. They didn't have ball, or you know their man. And Ninian so they die on passing match. Ball on. And the other thing, we are not matching and Koye. And they, Oman shot some more bench. In Naki, we are first party. And the other said, now we are in our bench. It's the second half or no, not any as a year, now you don't mean album, not in Kenya. What's happened? Fantastic. So we're still sampling the views of Ghanaians here, and let's do the last one before we probably go into the game. Black Stars Echo World Cup. This is your second game. Okay. First one, Brazil sharing. We a game where here pass Ghana baby couldn't, but the account goes to Black Stars situation. How many goals the office on me to be against Nicaragua? We are in Ghana bus go 2-0. 2 goals? Yes. Jordan won't go out there. I don't have problem. Jordan never bench. He never started. Oh, Charlie. We are sure say after second half Jordan beat us. Fantastic. So we are still here and it's queuing up. The supporters are coming in. Ghanaians really want to see what happens and will transpire against Nicaragua. We will be giving you all the exclusive, all the reactions and actions from the supporters right here at Circle. It's of course the biggest fan park you could ever see here. We can talk to more of the people here and some of them a little bit shy away from TV. But
Prince. Okay, so Black Stars came on Basso and Chebia. Now, Black Stars team who hope for Musa?
Yeah, we hope for Musa. Or makes me answer because team men on Kwakobon, or me some small team, or World Cup. You know, I'm friendly game there. Makes me answer.
Talking about a small team, you say to me, you know, I'm shop. So, how many goals have the Black Stars to be share against Nicaragua?
Oh, almost 2 or 3. But it's not 1. 3-1.
Fantastic. 2 or 3. And a lot of the Ghanaians are measuring their expectations. They feel the goals will come by, it will not be many. When you are you, the game non-start here. Make yourself a classic.